So last weekend, I pulled 3 frames of queen cells out of this hive. This was like one of my strongest hives coming out of winter, and it was in a single box. Well, there were 3 frames of swarm cells anyways. But after looking at the video, I remember there was eggs in this hive, but I'm unsure if the queen was still there, because after looking at the video, I haven't made a video on it yet. I might include it in this, I'm not sure. I noticed the population was really low, so I'm going to have a peek here today, see if there's still any eggs. I mean, it's been a week, so if there's still a queen in there, there should still be fresh eggs, so let's have a peek. But if there's eggs, I got hope that they didn't swarm yet anyways. And that is just a pure nectar frame. Oh yeah, they're ticked off that I'm in here. Here's an empty frame I gave them from when I pulled a frame of cells out of it. Starting to draw that out nicely. And we got more cells, or more queen cells being made here. Oh, look at that, there's a capped one at the top. Alright, well, let's check for what we came here for to see if there's still eggs. Because I can't steal these if there's no eggs. If there's no eggs, well, then we gotta leave them. And I can't tell. Usually you can tell on these black frames really good. Let's dig in a little bit further here. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh crap, I just kicked that frame. So look at that. And then, look at that. Look at them all. This hive is determined. Determined. I was hoping to make some honey off of these, but I may have to just split them right in half with a deep and some cells, shake them all down. This is ridiculous. Alright, let's check this frame here. Well, it's a capped worker brood here. Oh yeah, look at that wonky cell there. If I can find the queen, if she's still in here, that is. This is brutal. I need some light. This hive's gonna bail on me if I don't do something here. What I was gonna say is, if I can find the queen, if there's still a queen in here, then I'll pull her out and put her in a different box. And try and make it feel like she's artificially swarmed. This is just crazy. There's another cell they're making at the top there. I may have to come back and deal with this tomorrow. The weather is not cooperating. And I still have yet to see a good sign of eggs, or milky larva, or even a queen for that fact. Man, I was hoping for big things from this hive, but now mind you, I did make some splits off of it, so I don't really care about that very much, do they? Let's give them another little puff here. Hive trying to roll off the stand here on me. Pinch the bee, sorry. much that they can do with this frame here. It's just completely packed with nectar. Alright, I'm going to push these back. Look at this guy stinging me here. Buzz off. Alright, so went back through them. There was some sun that came out for a brief second there and determined that there is no eggs in this. So they definitely have swarmed. I pulled 2 or 3 frames of, well, no, it would have been, what was it? Let's see, well, at least 2 frames out of this last weekend of cells. So I'm going to take a couple more. I think there's 3 frames of cells here. I've got 2 more nuke boxes with me, and I'm going to leave whatever frame has the most and, you know, the best looking cells on it. So we'll do up these splits, and then yeah, hopefully they can calm down for a little while and get a queen and carry on. So this frame here has 1 completely capped cell on it, and then there's a few that they're still working on. There isn't very much brood on it, which is good. I'm not going to be taking too much brood from them, so that's going to be a good one for a split. So this one, that one had none on it. I think this one had a whole whack of them. Let's see here. Yeah, this one's got a whole pile of them. So, and they all look fairly decent. So let's carry on to this one here. There's none on that one. There's one being, okay, so there we go. There's one on the bottom. And I just got to make sure that I'm not going to crush them in these boxes here. There's one that they're making, and then there's a nice swarm cell on the bottom there. So, all right, let's take this one, make sure we don't damage it. Oh, we're good. There's like a 1/4 inch underneath it. So, okay, so what I'm going to do, push this here. All these brood frames and the swarm cell frames into the middle, and then I'm going to take some from their top box. That's a shame they swarmed, because like I put these frames in. These were brand new frames 6 days ago. And look at that, already filling it with nectar. And anyways, they got lots of stores and whatnot, so, and their population isn't as bad as I originally thought last week. This and see, because I pulled some frames out of this hive 6 days ago for these other splits that I made. These are the 2 that I just pulled the queen cells out of this one from, or the swarm cells. So let's see if we can steal. I just want to take 1 frame of brood and then maybe a frame of honey from one of the supers there on the ground. And then I'll dig into another one of these hives and get a good frame of brood, or, you know, and a few shakes of bees. So let's have a peek here. They need a puff of smoke. Now look what I'm into. Look at what's on this hive. Like, are you freaking kidding me? I cannot catch a break here. Well then. This is nuts, all this can happen in 6 days, let me tell you. There, well, that looks like a normal frame. Or not. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to build some more nuke boxes. This is just crazy. Well, that's just all pollen. Oh, never mind, there's some good brood on there too. Good if I could find the queen here in this colony. I don't think this colony has swarmed yet. The population up in those supers is pretty good, so. Just got some cups up here. Nothing in them. Not that it matters, because those other cells are full. This is a heavy frame. Man, oh man. That is a nice frame. Oh, there's the dog. Zoe, what are you doing? Better get out of here, you're gonna get stung. Eh? There's some queen cells I just damaged. Looking to see if I can see eggs, because I put all of these into the single brood chamber setup there last week. So this was a new frame that I put in there. Let's have a peek here. All right, let's try to get rid of the dog there. So here's a new frame that I put in 6 days ago. Look at that. Drawn out, filling it. Can't believe the swarm pressure on these hives. This is crazy. You know, 2 weeks ago we were like dipping to like almost 0 and freezing, and the weather just flipped like a switch. There's another queen cell. Oh my god. Look at that one. Wow. That's a doozy. Look at. This is nuts. Well, the only other thing I can do is I've got bottom boards and full deep boxes and everything at home. I can just split these suckers right in half. Population, everything. Just take half them. If I could find the queen, that would be mint. Yeah, there's a busted up queen cell right there. Tons of drones. Well, I'm gonna go back through this and see if I can find the queen. I just went through them. I don't see a queen. I don't see any eggs. But there's no way this hive could have swarmed. Like, look at the population. You can just hear them roaring too. Like, this thing's even got a slatted rack on these hives. All these hives on these stands have slatted racks on them to add that extra depth. And it's just packed. Like, so I don't know what the heck happened to the queen. She was there last week because I put her down there. I know I did. when I excluded them all. I'm gonna go back into the honey super and have a look, but this is getting ridiculous with all this. We'll have a honey super. Packed wall to wall. These hives exploded all in 2 weeks. Just absolutely nuts. Just pulled one more frame out of there, and I pulled. So I inspected this box. There was no eggs, but there was queen cells up here as well, because it was only 6 days ago that I pulled the queen out and put her down here and excluded her, so there were still some eggs up here. So anyways, I divvied them up into the 2 nukes. So, but I mean, like, if this hive swarmed, there's no way this hive swarmed. There can't be. And I don't think I damaged the queen, because just, grab her by the wings and drop her down there. I did it to all these other ones, unless all the other ones have dead queens. But we'll get this one put back together, and I guess we'll carry on here. Here's the next hive. I'm just taking a quick peekaboo down here. So far, I've got 4 frames in. No swarm pressure. They have a queen because there's a ton of eggs. And as soon as I say no swarm pressure, there's 2 cups here. Look at that. My goodness. They got space. They got eggs. So this one here is kind of wonky. There's not even anything in it. And I ain't playing that game. This hive, they don't have a big enough population to swarm. So I'll have to give them a good once over here. I don't know if this season just came on so quick. Like, we haven't even hit our main flow, like nectar flow, and clover, there isn't even any clover on the ground yet. I can see cells on the next frame. My goodness. This frame's good. Fresh eggs down in each one. Let's see if I can get these pulled over here. There's my smoker. Yeah, they're not cells, just a whole bunch of cups. There's an egg in these bottom ones, not in that one there. This side's got a couple here. No egg in it. These hives would just stay put. Should probably be a monster honey crop this year. Yep, she's got an egg down in all those cells. Make sure there's nothing going on the bottom there. Eggs, larvae. I don't know if you can see them down in there. Yeah, you can. Okay. Not taking any chances. I'm not leaving any stone unturned today. I'm gonna check the last frame here. or the end screen. All right, looks good to go there. This hive's probably going to get a honey box as well, or another super on it. Alright, I got them back together. They still have a queen. They had, well, that was the box that was there, but they had queen cells, cups down here, and I found one queen cell up here from the old brood before they went into a single chamber. So anyways, I killed that one off. Like, look at this. Wall to wall. This is crazy. Glad I brought a bunch of deeps with me today, and here's their super, which they'll get overwintered with. Like, look at this. And it's full, absolutely full. And I pulled frames out of this last weekend for those splits. Some of those frames are new. So I'm gonna dig into this one here and we'll see what we find. An idea of the population of these hives. Look at that. That's after I put the third box on it. Like, look at this. This is where I had the one box sitting. Plus, I just loaded the nukes from that hive. Look at them just boiling out of there. That's probably going to show sideways. These two I'm going to do tomorrow. Running out of daylight here, and I just, turned into something I didn't think it was going to. Well, there it is. I don't know how this video is going to end up time-wise, but hopefully it's not too long. I apologize if it is and gets boring, but so I went into every hive except the last two, and I'll get into those on, well, probably tomorrow. Here's the two nukes that I made. I loaded them up good. So they've got queen cells, and they've got queen cells, and everybody's got queen cells. Except these guys. These guys are pretty good. These two had low swarm pressure. So, well, that's all there is to it. Till the next one.